Now, I wonder if this is a faction like every other faction. Are you also gonna make me into your leader? Because every single fucking faction in the world should probably stop doing that. I don't think Lethrun would make all that great a supreme leader, to be honest. I mean, he's literally never uttered a word in his life. He is truly a charismatic enigma. I mean, me on the other hand though, hell, you make me Prime Minister and I have the British Empire back up and running in like 48 hours. Maybe like, I don't know, 93% of the world? What the fuck's up here? I don't know, maybe I'd leave Thailand. Yeah, Thailand could keep doing their own thing. Keep it interesting, you know? Thailand, maybe Venezuela. That sure is a fucking country, and yeah, maybe they could rise up against me one day. Might let them take the Vatican. No one needs the Vatican anymore. I mean, if I'm already Supreme Leader of the world, I'd basically also be Pope. And I'd be Pope operating out of Vegas. I mean, obviously. Home of all the most Christian and wholesome of pastimes. I mean, I assume Christians love getting crabs from cheap prostitutes and doing lines of coke off of a hobo's wilting erection. Right? Yeah, exactly. I don't think I've ever heard anything more Christian in my life. Emil Elvir, clang tarry cheek? That's what you went with. Someone went to work that day and was tasked with thinking up names of everyone who's supposed to be living in the House of Valor or whatever the fuck, and clang tarry cheek somehow got torn out of your fucking cerebrum. How? In what possible world is that something anyone in the entire world came up with? Whatever. Freya Apollos. Oh, you're that dude's daughter, huh?
That's a fierce fighting style you've got, Gladiator. I look forward to seeing more of you.
It's not much of a fighting style. I just press right click and 8. It's my entire style, lady. Hroth Magnus.
He was an even better fighter than his son. Everyone says if old age hadn't gotten to him, he'd still be champ.
Is he still alive? I assume not, right? Because obviously, wait, let me remember. Because what's her name said, when she joined the arena, she literally, like, the first thing she saw was his last fight, or whatever, right? I don't know if she meant Hroth, or if she meant New Magnus. And by last fight, she just meant, I don't know. But then, why would his father be throwing him around? Are there 3 generations of Magnus? One is champ, one is sort of just a guy trying to just slum it in the arena like everyone else, and then there's the granddad who is very much dead, but also basically worshipped. Because he sort of made this into a mortal area instead of, well, he basically cut the Fae out of one of their most important tenets of their religion or lifestyle, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know what's going on anymore. House of Valor.
People of all races come here from all around to participate and watch people fight for their lives.
Would you believe me if I said I have literally no fucking idea? I mean, I guess I'm from a vat of green goop, but that doesn't really sound like much of a country, does it? Gambling den.
Helen's a regular at the den, whenever she's not signed up for a match, so I try to be there when I can. I don't have much to say to gamblers like Jokul, though. Even less when it comes to fate weaving.
I don't remember.
Don't trust that Franz Engelhardt.
Jokul. I think he's the dude with the beard. He's the big fucking bearded Norse Viking Phil Mitchell looking guy, I think. Like the first guy we ever met when we came in. He's either that guy or the other dude down in the pub. I must be, because I was asking about the gambling den. Never mind. I'm sorry, Norse Phil Mitchell. I never meant to insult you in such a way. We'll never compare you and that bastard again. Freya.
I'm here all the time. Where else on Amalur do you safely get to see Jotun take a man's head off?
Everywhere. Oh, no, you said safely? No, it is never safe in any other situation, to be fair. Edgard Bastion. I hate the name Edgard, so I'm saving you till last. And now it's time for... Man, can I talk to every one of you? Emil Elvir, Clang Tarry Cheek, Axel Dawn. His name is Axel. They spelled it A-K-S-E-L, just so it'll fit a fantasy setting. But his name is still fucking Axel. I hate it. Oh man, there's no way I can't save a meal to last. Look at him. He's the most beautiful boy I think I've ever seen in my life. We're gonna go this dude. Oh no, you're just arena fan? Okay, never mind. You suck. We're gonna go Clang, and we're gonna go that guy. Then we're gonna go this beautiful boy.
Could you come back later? Trying to prepare commentary.
You're the announcer? Why? When they've got a man with facial hair like that, I mean, you're never, I mean, you don't exactly see the announcer, that's kind of the point of announcing, but you feel like that those beautiful bristles would just add some kind of roundness, like some kind of holiness, that sheer air of authority to his voice, no? Whereas you just, I don't know, you look so sad. You look like you've been hit with a shovel very recently. Announcing.
Tougher than it sounds. Should try shouting over.
You don't make it sound very tough. You don't sound like you've never shouted in your life. Clank Tarichi.
Welcome, stranger. I'm the arena manager and announcer extraordinaire. I also spread word of the
I'm not exactly sure about the extraordinaire part.
The dragon or lotus killer? No? Well, granted, it might be because they're dead. But they had a huge success at the time, and that's all thanks to me.
I guess when you do that every single day, it might get a little bit boring, or maybe it's just the PTSD from watching, 400,000 people die over the course of your sad little career. That might have something to do with it. Or just because your voice actor's really poorly cast in your role. The Crows.
Odds are against you, gladiator. As a team leader, you'll fight in every match.
Team leader.
The handicap means only 2 of your team fight at a time.
So what you're saying is my bones are going to be shattered into nothingness. Okay, thanks. So glad I joined up with you guys. Valor Arena.
All the place. Wouldn't have worked otherwise. And what else can one find such bone-shattering entertainment, eh?
Hey, that's literally what I just said, and now I'm a part of it. I'm gonna get away from you as quickly as I possibly can, but not without... You have 13 gold. You have worked your entire life in this little fucking cliffside shithole, and all you have to show for it is 13 gold. I mean, I guess that's kind of on you for living right next to a fucking pub, but come on, man, you can do better than that. A tiny amount of money, pathetic Feyblades as far as I can tell. Yeah, you are not worthy of my touch, but this man, oh, he absolutely is.
Charmed. Always happy to meet a fan.
A fan? I'm already better than you.
Here to observe the competition, eh? You're certainly straightforward about it.
I mean, everyone else is hanging out up here, why can't I? Edgard Bastion.
I've been at Magnus's side since he started running these tournaments, and we haven't lost a single one yet.
Oh, so you're part of the Champions team. Wonder if I can meet more of you, or maybe even Magnus himself. I don't know where the hell he's gonna be. Maybe they're saving him for a big reveal down the line. But I imagine he just looks like any other mortal in the entire game, so can't be that exciting. House of Valor.
Truly the jewel of Detir, a place of opportunity where even the least fortunate can make a new life for themselves, as long as they have the skill. Even a few coins for wager can do wonders here. I've seen many who are now well-to-do rise out of the hole of utter poverty by way of the gambling den. We offer many things here, warrior. If all you see is violence and spectacle, you're not looking deep enough.
I mean, it's very hard to look much deeper when there's a shitload of corpses and blood and viscera in the way, my dude. Don't really know what you expect of me. I'm not exactly an X-ray boy, but whatever. Lords of Valor.
We've been tournament champions for years.
Well, that's
now.
the name of your team,
we don't
okay.
plan to relinquish our title anytime soon.
Really? Because it looks like you're getting very, very, very old. Those acne scars are getting deeper and deeper. Eventually, it's gonna kill you, my friend. But for now, I'm gonna talk to Emil. Because look, how could I ever resist?
Yes? What do you want?
Can you maybe look at me then? Are you shy? How could a man so truly gorgeous ever be shy from me? I mean, well, I guess I am like the only competition you get around this place, so
I'm a
Emil.
mage. I don't have some grand arena strategy to hide. My magic will tear my opponents apart, whether they know about it or not.
Yeah, you're part of the Lords of Valor, aren't you? That's not fun. I get the feeling you're gonna curse me before I go into the fucking ring with you or something, and I am not exactly down for that. What is your
My
magic?
magic's not like that of those academics at the Scholia Arcana. We use the same tools, but our philosophies differ. I don't question why a conjured flame burns more than the soldier ponders the workings of a sword. I am warrior born. Flames are my blade, frost my shield.
I mean, frost is also my shield as well. I don't know what my shield... sorry. I fucked that up. I was about to say frost is also my blade. I've got a lot of fucking blades. I'm not exactly sure what my shield is made of. Sort of just magic in its purest form, I guess. It's definitely not ice. Just a big glowing force field. I don't know how you're using frost, but I envy you a lot. House of Valor.
House of Valor is as grand as the quality of its best fighters, and people travel from as far away as Dalentarth to watch the matches.
Have you noticed that that really isn't very far in the slightest, my friend? That's... I can fast travel there within seconds, and I know I'm probably the only one in the entire fucking universe with that ability, but I mean, it's really not far. Lords of Valor.
The reigning tournament champions for the last 9 years straight. We're not going to lose any time soon.
You cocky motherfucker, we will see about that. Also, my eyelids are now running the fuck away. I don't think it's out of fear of this guy. Maybe it's out of pure rage. Maybe he's riling him up, but I don't think my eyelash is going to be what ends up defeating this dude. I think it's going to be a lot of hellfire from the skies. But I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that happening to me before, unless I've just been completely ignoring it. Maybe I'm used to it with it happening to everyone else. Either way, I hate it. Well, that's everyone spoken to. Everyone accounted for now, as far as I know, except for Magnus himself. And maybe there's another way to get to that boy. Oh, hold on! This was the other way into the arena that was confusing the shit out of me earlier. Oh, this is just free to loot? No one cares about this Prismir hammer? I mean, that's pretty fucking high-tier shit to just ignore forever. Alright, fine. I want to see what the top of the arena looks like. Nope, not allowed. Of course it's not allowed. Of course, happiness is just never even a thing in this world, apparently. Nothing Letharoon is ever allowed to attain, no matter how badass he may become. Huh. I'm so confused. My brain is just vomiting out words at complete fucking random sometimes, but I hope I'm making the slightest little lick of sense. Is that a phrase? Is that a phrase anyone has used since the 50s? Probably not, but it is now. Deal with it. Hello. Oh yeah, it's Jack and Madsen.
I didn't expect you to come back. There's a
He
reason
jacks and jacks until he goes
Remus
mad.
is as experienced as they
Son.
come. Here's your money for the match. Oh, and one more thing, Gladiator. Dokkalfar mentioned he would like to speak to you in the gambling den.
I thought he seemed absolutely terrifying. Did he say
Jokal
why?
is one of the most prolific gamblers in the den. I heard he practically lives off his winnings, and he lives well. He's been known to sponsor the fledgling Gladiator here and there, and I think it would be wise to give him your attention.
Oh, I thought I was instantly going to be asked to take the
Hopefully
fall,
well, Gladiator.
because I would have refused the hardest I've ever refused anything. There's no way, of course I'm becoming the champion of this place, and no one will tell me otherwise. I mean, if you're sponsoring me, then I'm definitely down for that.
Don't worry. I don't plan to take too much of your time. Just want you to know that I hope you'll keep fighting.
That looks
The
amazing!
way you dealt with those fools in there, I think you could truly make an impact here at the arena, should you choose to continue. At
I
any
mean, the
rate,
bands
take
of the
these.
Gladiator and the
Serve
necklace of the
you well.
Gladiator.
Think of them as a donation from a concerned fan, in hopes that you'll remain in the arena's employ a little
Oh,
longer.
it's like the accessories that just buff damage straight up. So, since this is gladiatorial combat, you gotta assume that gladiator gear is also gonna end up doing the huge fucking buff to damage. Maybe more so than the extra sorcery abilities points are doing. I don't know, but if that is the case, then I think I can't help but consider that. That's going to be amazing.
Jacob will
Sponsorship.
continue to deliver my gifts to you, as long as you continue to win matches. You're not just
Excuse
fighting
me,
for
I can
yourself
never
out there,
die.
you see.
Very, very true. Let's take a quick look at that lovely little helmet. It's Finette. What's wrong with you? You cunt. There's a 10% experience bonus on this. It's amazing and looks like the most badass thing I think I've ever seen. What do you look like? Look at that fucking... There's a death mask on it. I don't think I could ever want anything more. I mean, me and the Gimp Man would kind of end up looking exactly the same, which I'm not down for in the slightest. But at least I get a lovely little navy Gimp mask, while he's stuck with the generic black. I think he'd look just a little bit kinky than I am, and he would take away all the attention. But still, I'm not a rogue. I can't do shit with that.
It's all uphill from here. Are you ready for
Shut
another
up.
match? You're up against Bodine Borg and his team of magic users.
Bodine Borg? Did they even try? It sounds like autistic screeching, my friend. What happened to this poor boy? I was about to say, why did his family hate him so much to name him that, but Bodine's acceptable. It's the Borg that follows it up immediately. Just everyone hated his family in general, I guess.
He's a well-trained sorcerer and a researcher.
Doesn't sound like it.
No one's
Sounds like the
entirely
dumbest
sure why
man
he's
I've ever
employed.
met.
He's not a regular gladiator. And what's more, he's made an agreement with the champion to keep the bodies of those he defeats.
Oh. Okay, well at least we get to rid the world of one more necrophiliac. We seem to be doing quite a lot of that lately.
The
Fight
fight board's
boy.
there for any gladiator with the courage to take on monsters from the arena's pen. You'll find all manner of exhibition matches listed on it. The gamblers particularly enjoy betting on those contests. You can never quite know who will win.
Can I have a bet on myself, or do I just make regular prize money? Because the prize money that was shown in there was pretty sad. It made me cry anyway.
Good.
I'm ready for the
Join
next
your team
fight.
downstairs and choose a partner when you're ready. By the
Do
way,
I get to talk to
the
my
champion's
opponent?
made an agreement with the other team's leader. In return for fighting, the mages will get your bodies if they can kill you.
Great. Thanks. That's nice. I mean, can I pull out? I sort of already knew because you told me, but I didn't have to ask that. Now that I know that I'm going to be used for horrific fucking sex games while I am, let's say, unresponsive to them, I'm not entirely sure I want to be a part of this. Especially since it's mages. I'm guaranteed to die at least once. I am not good at fighting mages. Tell me about my opponents.
You know how to deal with
Apart from, you know,
spellcasters.
the
You're
sex
up against
games.
a couple of mages from Detir, here for research, they say. They don't seem to be the most experienced fighters, but they're confident their mystic arts will win them this tournament.
Oh, good thing I have a giant fucking
you remain
meteor
well,
ready to
gladiator.
call down from the fucking sky. Good thing I have a mastery of the stars, or whatever the fuck. Let's make our way through here. Why are my murder balls not showing up? Can I bring them back? Yeah, there they are. Can't go into a fight without endless fucking murder balls, of course not. Oh, and you're already trying to set your own boss on fire, and I can't say I blame you. We got a summoner, they both summon. Summoning is fine, I can deal with monsters. I just can't really deal with being set on fire permanently. So, yeah, maybe stop for that, maybe just cool it a little bit, quite literally.
Yes,
Okay, thank
yes.
you.
What do you want? I'm readying my team for our next match.
You're the same guy that we fought last time in a different hat. Like 100% you're the same man. With a slightly different voice, I guess. But, I can do impressions too, sir. That doesn't mean you get to come back from the dead. The Fae. Now, let's ask about the corpses, maybe. That seems pretty important.
Jakin told you about my little arrangement with the champion?
Please don't take him away. I kinda like him.
Fresh cadavers for my research. They can be notoriously difficult to come by. And since the defeated won't be using their bodies anyway, well, I don't see the harm in it.
Maybe their families will, my friend. Maybe they'd quite like to see you get crucified, so that's exactly what I'll do. But I mean, if you came to me before you tried to end me and use my skin, I mean, just follow me around, dude. Just pay me a little money, follow me around. I kill at least 14,000 people a day, and that's just on average. On a good day, it could be as high as, I don't know, 48 million? Yeah, that sounds about right. Bodine
My
Borg.
associates and I aim to win this tournament, so we can survey the arena at our leisure.
Wow, okay, that opened up a hell of a lot of options. Let's start with the Fae, just see if that opens up even
They're
more.
fascinating creatures, as unerring in their ways as the sun and the seasons. But their magic is what I'm interested in. Their arcane abilities are supremely powerful, And if my associates and I succeed, their abilities will be ours.
Alright then. Tell me about your research.
My research and theory on Fey regeneration will make me famous in the arcane communities of Amalur. My team and I have been all over Alcerund, studying the Fey. We've scrutinized every inch of every ruin and hollow. This arena is the only place we've yet to survey.
The only place in all of Datir? That's kind of insane. Also, this dude right next to him, is he completely impotent? He doesn't seem to be firing out fireballs whatsoever. I think there might be a pill for that, my friend. A lovely little magical pill. Either that, or maybe he's only been hired onto this research team. Like, his one fucking purpose in life is to keep Bodine's tootsies warm. I mean, the flame is coming out. It just doesn't really go anywhere. Like a sad little droopy stream. Poor guy. House of Valor.
It's too bad the mortal races have turned it into an abomination in sight and sound.
So you preferred it when it was
Fey,
huh?
Space through all this noise.
It's difficult to imagine a Fey wanting to spill blood this much. I mean, obviously the Tuatha do it all the fucking time now, but I mean, back in the day when they were actually against war, I assume the Winter Boys were too. It's only Gadflow who sort of caused all these horrific fucking deeds to happen. Like, I don't see why this was the thing. Are you... Oh, you're hovering again, buddy. Stop it. I might take Asa again. Oh, sorry, I might take Asa this time. I am tempted to take Helga again. I really like Helga. Vigor. I feel like What fuck? Dude, please stop panking I can't speak, but apparently my tongue going haywire is... No! Sir, please! Why is this your idle animation? I haven't seen anyone else in the entire game do this, but old man, please stop spanking yourself. It's the worst thing I've ever seen, and it means I will never, ever take you into battle. Ace is coming.
Did you hear? The other team's bringing mages into the arena. Mages like Helga. We're doomed.
And that's exactly why I'm taking
die
you.
out there, I'll take your things. For safekeeping.
What? Does that include my corpse? Because thanks, buddy. Tell me about our opponents.
Entire team of mages. I'd suggest picking a single target and making sure it doesn't get up before moving to the next.
I will never, ever fight like that. But sure, I guess you can do that if you really fucking want. Can I talk to everyone else now?
We have mages up next. If they're anything like Helga, we're in trouble. If you see them waving their arms around, you kill them. You kill them as soon as you can.
Tell me about our
Facing
opponents.
an entire team of sorcerers. They'll try to keep you at range, and if they succeed, they'll win. Pick one.
Have you noticed that I'm also a sorcerer, you fucking idiot?
Or they'll bend reality and club you over the head with it. I'll leave it
That
to
doesn't
you.
sound particularly pleasant. But I mean, the last guys we were facing were all warriors, right? They're all big, meaty bastards. Which means they could take a lot more damage than your average mage. And they could still only take about 3 of my shots. One was a meteor shower, and I think the other 2 were pounding into the ground with electricity, right? And I think a couple survived a bit longer than the others, but other than that, it was pretty damn easy. With mages, they probably will only be able to survive like 1 or 2. I think we're
I
fine.
have to prepare for those mages. Ale to drink. Let me know if you need me in the next fight.
Oh, I'm gonna miss
What do you
you.
want to know?
Literally everything? How do we fight mages? As if I've never ever seen a mage before. What magic?
Have you ever fought a mage before? If you let them stay at range, they'll pulverize you.
Yeah, thanks for the advice. I'll probably need to murder you down the line, so...
Keep on them until they don't get up. Don't take
Alright, well, I'll see you later, I guess.
I'm exactly as old.
Oh, I kinda regret taking Asa. I kinda really wish we took...
Here we go.
What's her
again,
name? Helga, but oh well.
Today's match pits the crows
Here we
against
go
the
again,
renowned
folks.
Bodine Boar
Today's match
and
pits
his
the crows
research
against the
team.
renowned Bodine
Let's
Boar
see
and
if
his
arcane
research team.
theory can
Let's see if
best
Arcane
cunning
Theory
and
can best
experience.
cunning and experience. Could you tell any difference between my reading and his? I think they were both just as exciting as each other. Fucking hell, can this guy actually give a fuck about anything in his entire life? Please? And that was it?
Perhaps there's more to the crow's new leader than meets the eye.
That was even more pathetic than I expected. Also, I just noticed that crows are actually flying overhead whenever we fight. I don't know if they're always here, but it seems kind of strange for a desert. Look at him go! He is excited! He's a hyped up little dude! He can't stop his bouncy little teabags. He's just out of control. Alright, what do we got here? I don't know why I've suddenly gone for this, but I just realized I don't think I ever looted this place. Not as much as I should have anyway. Either that or I only went for one. What does that even mean? How old is that? Because, I mean, I'm winning, and I'm at least, like, 500 years younger than you, old man?
They're lying like a rock through glass. Where did you come from? I've met warfront veterans who couldn't match you.
Oh, they are nowhere even fucking close, my dude. Did you used to be in the army, then? I think he did give us backstory, and I've just immediately fucking forgot about it. Who gets to keep their corpses? I think it's only fair if I get to take theirs home now. I don't really want them, but I feel like it's spiting the fuck out of them. They can just rot in my closet if they want. Not like I ever stay in my home longer than 2 minutes anyway. Hey, Sir Alfred.
Can you believe those mage bastards? It was like fighting a lightning storm. A lightning storm that berates and insults you.
I don't think they got off a single attack. What are you talking about? Maybe they just went exclusively for him and he's now a broken man and I was just perfectly fine? I don't know.
You did good. Most people run or piss themselves in the face of having to fight a mage who knows you're coming ahead of time, let alone...
And I did both.
I'm glad you didn't do either. Speaking of which, I need to take a leak. I've been prepping since I woke up. Drinking since I woke up.
Yes, I could tell, lady. Thank you very much. It was a little obvious what you were saying. Why will the game just never let me save in this place? It's so confusing. Is it where I'm standing? Can the game not process that shit? Or is it because it's already auto-saving and it's not telling me? I don't know how that works in the slightest, but it's fucking annoying. Yes, I am.
So you're good at manhandling magicians as well. Good.
Oh,
Let's
you
see
know
how long
it.
You can keep this up. Here's your money.
It stays
You
up
deserve
for as
every
long
coin.
as you fucking
And
want.
Joker asked me to pass these along. Let me know when you're ready
Or,
for the
you
next
know.
match. You're up against Brogan Adair and the Wolfpack.
Mostly depends on how much Viagra I have. I'm ready for my next fight. I am ready for my next fight, but I don't want this to become boring. So I think we'll say we're ready for the next fight, and then we'll just come back in several years.
Head down to the pit and we'll get this started.
Unless there's only like 4 fights in the entire thing. Let me quickly do a bit of Googlage, and let me make sure we're not like right near the end. Because coming back for like 2 or 3 fights will be a bit lackluster, but if there's like 10 fights to go through, I don't want to do them all at once. I'd rather break it up, come back whenever we're sort of, we did that thing, and I just kind of want to do a hell of a lot of murder for a while. I feel like that will be really good to help break up Edessa as well, because Edessa's going to be a lot of talking if Rathir and Issa are anything to go by, with very little combat in between. So if we can just sort of spice it up a little bit with a lovely trip to the murder pit, then that will be very, very helpful. But for now, I'm a Google, and I'll see you guys real soon.